Hey guys, it's Danny. Now today I want to talk to you guys about vulnerability and eating or overeating. I was recently rewatching the TED Talk by Brene Brown that went viral last year on vulnerability, and it really got me thinking about how food and eating are tied in to vulnerability. By the way, if you have not seen that video, it's worth the 20 minutes of your time. I'm actually going to have it embedded in this blog post on my website, so if you want to see it, cleananddelicious.com, it'll be there waiting for you. But let me show you how this all ties in, okay? Brene talks about this idea that we can only feel as good as we are willing to feel bad. So if you selectively play down and numb out the not so good feelings, you are simultaneously robbing yourself of the really good, amazing feelings. So watch how this plays with food. A vulnerable feeling arises in your body. And by vulnerable feeling, I mean any feeling or emotion you do not enjoy experiencing. It can be something as simple as boredom, loneliness, frustration, confusion, anger, etc. The feeling comes up, you don't like it. Instead of getting curious about that feeling and kind of leaning into it, softening around it, you push against. You avoid it, you resist it, you try to turn your cheek. Enter food. Food just so happens to be an extremely convenient way for us to distract ourselves from feeling our feelings. And remember, technically all a feeling is a vibration in your body. So when you eat a lot of food, you're physically weighing your body down. You are slowing that vibration down. You don't feel it as much. You're literally numbing yourself out to it. But what we are also doing is numbing ourselves out of the really good, amazing feelings. See, we're not willing to experience the ones that don't feel so good. Boom, robbing ourselves of the really good ones. So in turn, what happens is you end up feeling miserable most of the time, AKA vulnerable, and that whole cycle starts again. So I think this is so interesting because it really highlights how being willing to feel your feelings and experience your emotions is truly the bottom layer. It's like the bottom building block for healthy living, healthy eating, just health in general. When you resist what's going on for yourself, you're creating a lot of stress and strain. So with all that being said, like anything, this takes practice. And if you're not used to doing it, first you have to create an awareness around it, and then you want to start to practice putting it into action. Like I know for me, guys, I avoid being vulnerable like the plague. But the more that I learn about this and the more that I realize that vulnerability is really where the action is at, the more apt I am, the more I want to kind of develop my vulnerability muscles, because it really shows me, hey, you don't need to keep worrying about the plate so much. This is where the work is at. And there is a quote that Brene says that I think is just brilliant. I love this. She says, vulnerability is the birthplace of creativity, innovation, and change. So that makes me think, if we really want change in our lives, whether it's eating healthier, doing more exercise, getting more fit, losing weight, whatever it is for you, you have to be willing to get vulnerable and be with all of yourself. So I'm curious, is this something that you can relate to? Does it resonate with you on any level? I want to get this conversation started. So meet me down in the comments below and let's chat. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Danny Spees, and I will see you next time with some more clean and deliciousness.